and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins playthrough. I've noticed recently, well actually today, that the views are going up, so to the viewers that are actually watching these videos, thank you so much, you are really helping me out and I'm just glad you're enjoying it. So let us continue with the game. I was thinking today, right, should we give up the romance with Zevran and go for Morrigan? Let's go and talk to Morrigan first. You're still having a conversation, eh?
What comes, my friend?
Hi.
So, full of questions, are you? You are very cute to ask so many questions.
Oh, am I? And you are cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Fun? You found it fun?
I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Lovely. Sounds like fun, really.
It was a game and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset.
Oh,
Thankfully,
no.
the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
What exactly is an apostate?
You do not know? The zealots use that word for any magic they do not control. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the circle of magi as apostates, and apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true, still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
If I were a mage, I might think the same.
Thank you for small favors, then, at the very least. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
No, don't cut me short.
What comes, my friend?
I don't want to be your friend anymore, Morrigan. I would like to be your lover.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Oh no, not this one.
What comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Yes, I am. How did you... No. Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Well, she seems to be a nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I'm more interested in the truth.
I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
I don't know, should we date Morrigan? Oh, that is an obvious that was a rhetorical question. The answer is obviously yes, if there was an answer.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
Well, that's not very nice.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
It's really sad. So she truly loved Osen then.
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Cormac is revered hero, I understand.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac.
Oh.
Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
8 abominations, usually insane horrors.
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect even to her.
The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Okay. How is it that Flemeth survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Oh, well, you see, my mum, well, she died.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Very nice, thanks.
What comes, my friend?
I don't want to be your friend anymore.
So, full of questions, are you?
You know, Morrigan, I wanted to tell you that, you know, me and Zevran, well, it's not really working out. I've always had my eyes on you.
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
That does sound like something you would do, though.
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you've changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Have you tried it, though? You might be surprised and get a reply.
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can I become a
Anyone with
shape
sufficient
changer?
will. But the act of transformation is
Obviously
a
I
magical
can't.
one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Oh, what a shame.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still,
Yes, I
it is
do.
a pleasant thing to hear.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled.
What a bizarre thing to say. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us. 'Tis cold in my tent, all alone.
Oh no. Well, we can't have that.
So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?
I'm sure I'll think of something.
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk. I see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated.
Well, what can I say? Oh, there's stories.
Indeed there are. The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens are by nature so very healthy.
Thank you.
I enjoy the thought that 'tis a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side.
So
That
what
is
now?
entirely up to you. Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not?
So, if I say this will never happen again...
Then so be it.
Stop.
Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
Stop, Morrigan. Do not say that, because...
I wish to ask a question of you.
Oh god, here we go.
I wish to know your opinion of love. You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
Are you saying that you love me?
No, that's not what I'm saying. You need to pay attention. What I'm saying is that I have been foolish. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Morrigan. Literally, I cheated on Zevran with you. I want to be with you.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
I'm not worth your distraction. Don't talk like that.
You are impossible. Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end.
Why are you disapproving?
I noticed that you are foolishly spending a great deal of time with that assassin.
I really don't think he's trying to kill me.
Do you take me for a fool? That is not what I am referring to at all. The elf is attractive enough in his way. I can see why you would find another man such as him desirable. My point is that you and I have shared a bed together. It seems hardly fitting to have you doting upon another at the very same time, does it?
You're jealous!
I suddenly find myself acting the possessive wife. I do not enjoy it, and I have little doubt that 'tis just as unappealing to you. The crux of the matter is this. I do not share. You may do as you wish, but if you pursue another, you may not also dally with me. I will not be where I am not valued. I simply wish to know where I stand. I do not believe I am. I do not wish to lay claim to you simply because we have been intimate. It was what it was, and if that is to end, then so be it.
No.
I will not, however, be dallied with while you openly attend to another man. Make your choice and let us be done with it.
I want you, no questions.
Then I trust you will make that clear to Zevran. Agreed? Ah, and before I forget my original thought, I have something for you.
What do you mean?
I mean that I have a gift for you. 'Tis a ring. Now, before you get any foolish
Are you
notions, let
proposing
me
to me,
explain.
Morrigan?
Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
So you would always know where I am? Oh, Morrigan.
'Tis not given out of sentimentality.
Yes, it is.
I believe you were too important to risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly.
And you decided to give me the ring now after you said you love me in a very cute way without actually saying that you love me, and now you give me a ring that can find me instead of giving it to me at the beginning. Oh, Morrigan. I'm glad to see you care.
Now you are mocking me. Do you wish the ring or not? I am tempted to simply keep it.
Thank you for the gift.
You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
Massive magic. Nice. Okay. Items received. Huh, I have 2 of them. Morrigan's ring. I'm wearing that. I have 2 of them. Very nice. Well, I mean, love, right? Here we go. We can both find each other now. Okay, Sten, I need your help. I need your help because Zevran's going to kill me.
I take it you have found another more compatible with your tastes.
I'm sorry.
No, there is no need to deny it. I do not mind. Such is how it goes, yes?
Actually, I'm not sorry. No, I actually am sorry. I'm sorry, Zevran.
Ah, don't be my good friend. I never asked you for anything, did I? So I am forced to ask, if we are not to be lovers, are we at least to be friends?
Yes, of course.
Good. Nothing would please me more. Some friendships are worth pursuing.
I'm sorry, Zev. I'm really sorry, but you still love me. You're warm towards me.
What say you?
What say you?
Again? I'm game.
Never mind. Baby, I told him.
Your desire? So, full of questions, are you? Your desire? We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Do you object?
Not unless you stop.
Right, let us go. We have wasted enough time in camp. Actually, let's speak to the grandma.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you? Well, she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist.
That's part of her charm.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
And you know this because? What, she wasn't part of your circle?
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
Look, stop telling me what to do, not my mother, okay? You just should be happy I didn't kill you in the circle when I had the chance.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
What am I supposed to do? Tell Morrigan to go away?
You may have to save one or both of you unnecessary anguish later on. I have given my advice.
That's no advice. You're literally pointing your unwanted opinion upon me, and I am not happy with you.
What's on your mind? I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you.
Oh, she does she? Why are you watching her? She's not... Do you know what? She was here first, okay? You're not even wanted here, really. I'm just keeping you because you heal. That's the only thing. You poke around in business doesn't... Ah!
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before.
Yes, you were.
And I am sorry.
Fine. You had better be sorry. I was deeply insulted.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you. But love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
You mean war? Okay.
What do you need now?
Never mind, go away. Haha.
Going.
Okay, so... Oh, hi. Let's take you,
Yes.
you,
Yes.
and you.
Indeed.
This would be a very interesting conversation. Okay, so last time... Actually, yesterday, we went to ORZAMMAR to go and get that man to give Sten's sword back. But wait, do I want him or do I want him? That's the question. Hold on, wait. So I might want Sten more
Yes.
than Alistair. Then
Indeed.
Yes.
I just want to see conversation between these two. Against Sten.
Vashaden.
Yes.
Sorry, Sten. Next time. Yeah? Right, let's go to ORZAMMAR and do that quest, get the dwarves. And then after we complete this... Yep, so let's go and get the dwarves. I didn't take it? That's weird. Could have sworn I've taken it.
I've told you what I know. If you'll excuse me, I've had quite enough stress over this.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, let me see what you're actually selling. Have you got any gifts? $10 damage versus DARKSPAWN. Well, we're gonna need that. Okay, so me and Morrigan are officially dating. I demand an audience. You can't just walk up and demand an audience unless you're me.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the
Oh,
Desher,
he's
or
calling
lords, or
himself
whatever you call
a
them in
king
your assembly.
now.
I am his appointed messenger.
Oh.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
They hide because they are dwarves.
Stop.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endroni Dukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Oh, come on, we don't want a war. We've already got a war. We've got 3 wars. 2 wars, and you would add another one.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Oh,
Thank the ancestors.
don't insult me like that.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly
No, we
doomed
didn't.
Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner?
Hey.
In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
How dare you speak to me? I'm royalty. I was born into royalty. Your Loghain wasn't, okay? The only good thing about him is that he's got a pretty daughter. She's a piece of work as well. That's enough. That's enough. Raise your blade if you're so tough.
I will at that. I'm a messenger of King Loghain.
Yeah, well,
Kill each
congrats.
other as you will. But take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Oh, you want to kill him? Ha ha, who's laughing now?
And I'm off.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched?
No.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Well, if you don't know, I don't know either. That Loghain. It's just...
follow, Warden. You arrive
For the love of Paragons.
going.
For the love of Paragons.
Well, I'd like to give you some money, but I can't.
And I'm off.
I haven't eaten in days.
Now
Yes.
that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Ooh,
Yes,
Going.
Mother.
nasty.
I see your friendship with the Grey Warden is going very well.
As is yours.
Ah, then you know.
I am not a fool, if you thought me one.
I do not think you a fool, my lovely woman. We're not so dissimilar after all. I know what you are doing.
And what is it that you think I am doing? Besides the Grey Warden, that is.
Biding your time, naturally. But for what, I wonder?
Why don't you ask him if you're so curious?
I doubt that he even knows. I am content to wait and see for myself, however.
Then don't bring it up again.
What's this?
All right.
The key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tig is at a premium, but the intended function of the whole merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the paragons must be the core of the whole of heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits dwarven interests. It's the first glimpse the service ambassadors have of ORZAMMAR, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see its shape before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The whole must also serve a second purpose, as a last sight for departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of the ancestors at their backs. It's a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. Okay, very nice.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh damn. That was interesting.
Idiots. I won't have fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders.
Now's our chance to actually change the parties.
Oh, should we take Sven with us? Instead of you?
Braska.
Yes.
Let's go. Sorry, love. I need more. Oh, hi. I like the way you just popped out of nowhere.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Okay, jeez, don't be so rude.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living
I'm
ancestors.
a paragon then. Okay, this is fine.
If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers appoint no paragon.
Oh, come on.
If you must be our warden, see, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us.
Okay,
Go to the Shaper of
jeez.
Memories in the Shaperate. Yes, you should.
Okay, don't be so rude. Jeez. What? Okay. Oh, we have... Yes. We have someone to take out. Lord Harrowmont is one of the two men who could take the throne. To earn an audience with Harrowmont, you must speak to Dulin Ferender. You can find Dulin either in Harrowmont's estate, in the Diamond Quarters, or in the Tapster's Tavern. Okay.
Wow. So this is ORZAMMAR. It's huge.
Yes, it's big.
And
Hi.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors?
No.
Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
So this is kind of a shrine.
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The stone gave rise to our people, and it is where their spirits return in death.
Sure.
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Ooh.
Perhaps his body could be recovered. His bones. Something to ensure his spirit is not trapped forever. That would be some comfort.
Or should we take Shale instead of Stan? What would you give for his safe return?
Stone, guide your steps.
Wrong one again.
My son Ruck is missing in the Deep Roads. It would mean a lot to me to have him back safely. Or even to recover his body for a proper funeral. You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money since my husband died. But wait, I saved his shield, the masterpiece my husband smithed. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing.
Oh, I'm doing it for the shield then.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
Have you seen me? I'm the bravest, I'm the prettiest, and I'm royalty.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Well, she's giving me a reward, so...
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
I suppose.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Thanks. I'm taking them all, thanks. Can I sell you something?
Like to buy something, I hope.
Yeah. Can't really sell it out of that, can I? Oh no. Okay, you ain't got a belt, and we haven't really got a belt. There we go.
Maker's blessing on you, brother. Oh, you look as if you come from the surface. I thought perhaps you were raised in the way of the Chantry.
No.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in ORZAMMAR.
I will not help you spread your lies.
May the Maker's light shine through the darkness in your soul.
Oh, you're being rude because they didn't help you. That's not very nice. Please. What's that? Dust down. Hello.
Why do the poor not rise up against their betters? This I never understood.
I wouldn't know, babe.
I am your death.
Excuse me?
Let's grab some glory.
You will not fear me.
Let's stand. Hand me
Another acolyte.
I will speak to you
Another
later.
corpse to the pile.
Yeah, true that. Okay, let's...
Huh.
Your efforts have been exemplary, but these self-proclaimed cartels must defer to the Assembly and restore order. Exclusion from caste and society is no excuse. Perhaps suggest that it would be a simple matter to march on the quarter or simply still to withdraw infrastructure support. A tunnel bridge would be most unfortunate, but current policy direction prohibits any deals that would legitimize cartel operations. Downward pressure on certain elements of our society has proven useful in shoring up the economy with an excess on affordable labor. It also encourages enlistment in the Legion of the Dead, the one accepted path to partial redemption and a vital force on our awakening front lines. This model suffers when criminals create their own hierarchies with alternative methods of social advancement. Freestone has a face that can't be carved, a side that must be earthward. We need this so-called dust town, but it would be inadvisable to include that in your negotiations. We have the utmost faith in you, Cap. Oh no, bloodstains. Hi.
I see the way they all look at me. They think I'm less than dirt.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Oh, what a lovely sight.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
No, you're not.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Well, he probably went to get milk and he never came back. Haha.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
I won't.
Yes? Why's someone like you hanging about Dust Town so much? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Coin. You got any coin?
No,
I haven't
go
eaten
away.
since yesterday.
You got a crust of bread to spare?
No, I don't.
Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I...
But no, I can't bear to even think of it. My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
And this is why you don't pick the first best man that comes into your life, okay? He can just make you feel like you love him, get you knocked up, and then leave you on the streets. Simple. The more you know.
My son's father is casteless, as is he. My parents have disowned me unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
I don't understand. Wouldn't that be easier for you? Leave the kid. DARKSPAWN will have him. You can just go back to your family. Sorry, not sorry if I offended anyone.
You would do that? But why?
Because I'm a nice person, okay?
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promised.
I didn't promise, I just said I can ask your family, or your dad, whatever. Okay. Well, I can parlay pretty well, so... Let's never beggar. Hi.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language.
You're excused.
What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezhda to fill?
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin. But you look like you'd rather hear the truth.
Good girl.
I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Oh.
I don't know where you're from, but in ORZAMMAR, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in ORZAMMAR, and you'll live your life in Dust Town. Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place. If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want. I'll just stay out of your way then.
Okay, bye. Thanks. I suppose. Right, now let's go and speak to that girl's pops. Tapsters, hello.
What is that smell? Dwarven vomit. Charming. I tried Dwarven Ale once. I thought it was just something they tricked surfers into drinking, as a joke.
Alistair, nobody asked.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I'm looking at you, tough man.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
Okay.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
That's what I told her.
I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought. Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Good man.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors showed... Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the ORZAMMAR Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns.
You're a grown
You
man.
understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Sure.
You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard there was a Grey Warden in town. No offense, but you kind of stand out.
Well, I am tall, and I'm pretty, and I'm royalty, and I'm gorgeous, and I have a gorgeous woman with me, and I have 2 handsome men with me. Haha.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent dishers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. ORZAMMAR are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the casts are even necessary.
So you got,
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Court in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in ORZAMMAR matters more to him than winning. As you wish.
Maybe I should go to Balin. Maybe I should... I think I'm going to go to Balin because he is going...
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends. There's things older than DARKSPAWN. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my arse. Take them. I want out.
Whoa.
I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Whoa. The riders follow after every town ever since my lucky break, deciphering the story. I see it now. How they take the locals closest to me, preventing the rest or kinship. I thought this a road to glory, but I am dogged at every step by his talents. Gaxgang, curse his name, and the day I heard it. Three weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. Okay. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one of the true spirits claimed his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribble in the corner in a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages, same story, updated. Same as the tavern song but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compare and get Vilma Dom. All from him. How? How is that supposed to be?
I hope they have a nug on the fire. I'm starving.
We've a bit of stew on the fire.
Trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters.
Thanks.
I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you? So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view. The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving. It's the bureau of all the Shapers in ORZAMMAR, led by the Shaper of Memories. If you're from the surface, I guess you'd call them scholars. They keep all of our records, laws, genealogies. You got questions about ORZAMMAR's history, and don't mind answers in words as long as your leg, that's the place to go. He'd be in the Diamond Quarter. Pardon, the Nobles District. Upstairs from here, however you call it. A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Well, thank you.
Did you need something else, Warden? With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have? Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone. This, my friend, is the paragon of ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
Thank you. Is that it? You're so kind, thanks.
All right.
Alright, so at this point, we've been playing for around an hour now. So, what I think we're going to do, I think we're going to separate ORZAMMAR into two different parts. Just because ORZAMMAR is probably one of the longest quests in this game. I don't really want to go, like, 2 or even 2.5 hours long on this. So I think the best bet is just to separate them into two parts. So this will be part 1. And then next week it's going to come out part 2. But anyway, we're going to finish after we speak to one of them. What do you want to call them? One of the important people.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
I do, hold on.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Wow. I can't afford that though. Whoops. Hi.
You look like you're not from around here. Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Oh yeah, don't remind me of that.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't
No
they?
dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic.
Wow,
He
girl.
tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them. I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it.
True.
It would be a valuable exchange. ORZAMMAR would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. What do you mean? Oh, you're looking for payment. My father's shop refines lyrium for smithing. If you help me, I'm sure I could get you some.
Okay, well, we have a deal.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
It's really like, I really like to, you know, Dagna is just one of them dwarves, them girls that I really like to talk to, because she's just this and that. It's just so into it.
And I'm off.
She reminds me of me when I was younger. Then I grew old and lost all commitment and all motivation to do anything in my life. Oh. Well, Liliana became a divine at the age of 33. I'm 28 this year. Maybe there's still hope for me. What do you all say?
Ah, the social strata quickly makes itself
Legion of the
evident
Dead
no matter
sighted
where
battling
one
Darkspawn
goes.
near ORZAMMAR. They have no orders while thrones stand empty.
Let's go to Balin because mainly and only
A
because
new offensive is required against the Darkspawn.
we need to get into the royal palace. So where's this man? Okay, but what just... I want to know what opened. And where. We'll figure it out.
Going.
Hi.
All right.
Can we just walk around this palace though? That would be nice. Damn, okay. This is good, this is fun. Yeah, just, you know, casually taking a stroll. Glass phylactery. Many of King Andrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the veil. Glass fractures at your touch. Let's go.
I am your Now we get our hands.
Not very
Now you die. Oh, that should be good.
Can any of you take your... Thank you.
It's your time to die.
Yes. It's right there.
Begin onslaught.
Bye.
Huh.
Scrap of paper. The blood vials. Biding a second corpse walker. Cast from your host, may you find no purchase on mortal ground. bound by your true name as we are sworn to do. Nefamous Begal, brethren and perversion of a fine daughter. No more will you test the veil, nor reach the fate to escape. Unjustly hold you demon, and bind your rage for eternity. Okay. I have your sword here. Enjoy it. Interesting. Love letter. Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Now let's see with it.
Get back!
Your time to go!
Bam, he dead.
By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yes.
Thanks again, Warden.
Well, no worries, but you know. You should really keep an eye on your people. Nothing in here. Ooh, let's take a bath, Morrigan. Oh, maybe not.
Yes.
Okay, so we can't.
We are honored to have you here.
Okay, hold on. Assembly chamber. Okay.
Your wish?
What opened? Well, for God's sake, let's just go. This Chamber of the Assembly. Let's go.
Huh.
I know it feels the same way, Luz. Oh, hi.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for ORZAMMAR to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Shame I can't become your king, because I'd say, yep, okay, here's my army, let's go.
You must understand, Haramond hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust.
Balin can't know
It's been
who
like
to
a
trust.
knife
You
in the
hear
heart for
yourself?
Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper. That hurts worst of all. That Haramond would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger.
But I'm not
However
a stranger,
reputable
I'm a
that stranger
warden,
might be.
okay? I'm a symbol of trust, of love and protection. Gag.
Haramond has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Haramond's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Yeah, go on with it.
Haramond promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Haramond can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
And how do you have them?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your tree.
The hell, but I have them with me.
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in ORZAMMAR. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them. And his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin.
Wait, what? Wait.
Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
He lost me there. Aunt? Who's aunt? What? Cousin? Aunt? I can't do this.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in ORZAMMAR.
True.
The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Fine.
Lady Dace
Give
doesn't
it to
leave the
me.
quarter much.
Jeez.
But Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Oh goodness, you're obviously framing him. This is clear.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Yeah.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
And here I am.
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough. The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
You guys are crazy. Quest completed.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
And what am I?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to ORZAMMAR, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard.
Yeah, I can see that.
Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
You're looking at your king. If I could, I would.
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harriman, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Yeah, so do I.
And I'm...
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. If you like.
Yeah, go away. Quest completed. Well, I spoke to him very briefly.
Greetings. Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden.
Don't be so
everyone's
rude.
talking
Only
about.
because you're covered in diamonds and gems doesn't give you the authority to be rude to me.
Now, was that an attempt to cozen me into revealing my choice, or are you simply making small talk? It's so hard to tell with you surface types. You're all so charmingly direct and artless. Who wants to know? It certainly can't be you. What interest would a Grey Warden have in who rules ORZAMMAR?
I need the armies.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
See, you're acting all big and tough and look at me, I'm a lady. But the moment I present you with documents, with papers, oh no, I have no power here. Rude.
I cannot. Not for weeks. He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him?
And now I have to risk my pretty face and my pretty health for you. And this stupid debate over who has to be king, because I need my armies. Ugh.
He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go? So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
No, it really doesn't. I need the goddamn armies. Which part of that do you not understand, you bimbo? Jesus. Go with these people.
Grey Warden arrives in ORZAMMAR, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
You have come at a difficult time. ORZAMMAR is ailing for want of a king.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Opera. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in ORZAMMAR, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Ain't you the guardsman? The guardsman? I don't even want to talk to you. Oh, hi. What's up?
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Yes, well...
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack. Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself. ORZAMMAR can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Alright, but I have permission.
I see your seal there. Well, the roads are yours. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from ORZAMMAR doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads.
Yes, I know.
Either
Can
we
I go
finally
now?
have
Stop
the
lecturing
edge,
me.
which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except to...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. Best of luck.
Yeah, bye.
Going.
Audukan. Audukan. Is that how you say it? Okay, let's go. Oh, hi there. You okay? Why do you guys need money? What can you buy down here? Like, what, toothpaste?
All right.
Alright. Oh.
All right.
Hi. Are you... What are you? Deep stalker. Deep stalker. A fool trusts his eyes, a wise man fears every rock is a deep stalker. Possibly the strangest of all the creatures found in deep throats is a deep stalker. The spadder, as the dwarves call them, hunt in packs, generally by burrowing underground and then striking when the prey is in the midst. Stalkers come in several types. Spitters have venom glands and can spit secretions that slow or injure the prey. Jumpers hurl themselves at the target, knocking them down and making the kill easier. The most common variety scares its prey, leaving the unfortunate victim helpless against the rest of the pack. Could have just read
Last
it.
one to kill it gets the prize.
that off. That should not have taken another life from me.
I don't like the sound of that.
And I'm off.
They fight, I pick up. Oh, she's
It shall be as you say.
Let's go there. I don't think I've been here. I've done the quest. Okay, hi. We're supposed to be over there a long time ago. I must save this just in case. Oh, hi.
All right.
They sound like chickens. They really do sound like chickens.
No, this
Ooh.
should be fun.
Where am I, man? What the hell?
What is that?
Yeah, exactly. What is that? What's down there, though? It's no fun. Actually, this is very fun. Because once again, I've always stuck to the quest. I have never actually gone down here. Other than go and get that guy.
Wipe them out!
I think we work well together.
Hi. at least take our turn. Jeez.
Huh.
That way. But we can't because it's a dead end. I'm gonna die. Ooh. So be it.
And I'm off.
I don't like that it's glitching so much.
Yes.
Come on, stop glitching. Don't be so rude. So I guess we can go back to that man now. I don't know which way we should go. Should we just go the way we came back? We came. It's through here. I think. I don't know. Should we go the way we came from, or? Yeah, well, we literally are going to go the way we came from because we're back at the beginning.
Yes.
Whoa, what's this? Asunder. The ritual was very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head and limbs spread amongst the deep rows to prevent the creature from returning. Looks like they died during the cutting, but we can fulfill the last part in their stead. I'm not familiar with elven ritual. Why would there be? But it seems pretty straightforward. Scribbled in the corner. Never even saw the thing. Bet a sword could take care of it. Sod it. And this bag of legs. What? What did I just read? What the hell? Ew. Lovely. And here we go again.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway?
You should look at these papers.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but... The charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. Ah yes, a favor for a favor. My family is very influential with some of the surface merchants. If you attend any of their stores, you'll find them quite obliging to any friend of the Daces.
Nice.
Now, my men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Yes.
And let us reach ORZAMMAR before more beasts find our scent.
Helmy? Ain't Helmy that guy in the tapsters?
You have House Dace's thanks.
Yeah, now you're nice and cuddly.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near ORZAMMAR. They have no orders from
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Going.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
No, I was just
Is there a
looking
problem
for...
here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Stop it,
Please.
Alistair.
Don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in ORZAMMAR, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target.
Are you threatening me?
So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
That sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous ORZAMMAR is?
Show me.
Whatever you say, dead man.
That's a nice nickname for you. You're being dead. I don't care. And you don't go around threatening me. Dead man. What? Oh. I am a dead man.
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this. For painting my name on the largest target in ORZAMMAR? Sodding stone, why do you think we paid Jarvia's extortion? You've ruined me. If I die, it's your fault. I have to run.
Don't tell what? Don't blame me for your stupidity. Jeez, man. He threatened me first. Okay? He threatened me
And I'm off.
first. So he had to die, because nobody threatens me. Simple as that.
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in ORZAMMAR? Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore.
He literally just
I
accepted
don't even
his
want
fate.
the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
It still could be.
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have
Sounds
to
about
inform
right.
Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Good on ya. Okay, now let's just go back to the diamond quarters. Jesus.
Going.
You have come at a difficult time.
Yeah.
ORZAMMAR is needed.
Blah, 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 blah.
Regarding Lord Balin's impending marriage. Favoritism to the
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun ORZAMMAR within the year.
Wait, do I have to meet him? You have spoken with both Lord Helmi and Lady Dace, and convinced them that Harrowmont is not to be trusted. It is time to return to Vartag in a chamber of Simply. Okay.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
Fuck. I'm ready.
I warn you, be on your best behavior.
Oh,
and
be
keep your
quiet.
weapons
I'm always my best behavior. I'm royalty. I'm the pretty boy, okay? Everybody loves me.
I am impressed, Warden.
Yeah, whatever.
Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzammar's rather convoluted
Look,
politics.
I have no choice.
I am
You
Prince
have the
Balin.
numbers and I don't.
Vartag told me of your
Jeez,
efforts
do your
against
math.
the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne. Then we have a common goal. We may not like each other, but the Blight is our first priority. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Then send your man and we will leave. That sounds a little extreme.
Then you have forgotten your training.
What?
The Warden's first principle is the Darkspawn must be
Look,
defeated at all costs.
don't you lecture me,
I cannot send you the
weird,
troops you need while this senseless debate tears
bearded,
ORZAMMAR apart.
ugly, sweaty
You've seen for
little
yourself,
man.
the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
Do you know what? Do you really think I care if you have the throne or does Harriman have the throne? I don't even care. I want the numbers. I need the men, I need the numbers. So shut your little pipe and help me get the goddamn numbers. And do not lecture me about being a warden. I know better than you. I drank the blood. You did not.
I only promised to hear your story. Now I will help when I can. But I must send what troops I have now to combat Jarvia and her so-called Carta.
And his Carta.
They know ORZAMMAR is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger.
Oh, you mean I eliminate the threat? And let me guess. Then why haven't you been able to take her out before?
She is secretive.
Yeah,
and is
she
only
is
the
secretive.
current leader of a group that has plagued
God.
ORZAMMAR for years.
Do you know what? You have
They stay
such
mostly in Dust Town below the
lousy
city.
excuses.
Only
I'm tired of
castless
it.
live there. They are too scared of reprisal to cooperate with guardsmen. And frankly, until my father's death, they only harassed their own kind. Now they attack honest citizens.
Honest citizens. What is honest about being you, then? Tell me. Please, I'm so curious.
If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn.
I cannot
Unfortunately,
think.
I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger. You know what I want and what I can give if I get it. There's little point in further negotiations. I will wait to hear whether you follow through or not.
Do not talk to me that way, because I will put you on the throne, or I will not put you on the throne. If you win, that's thanks to me, you little sweaty man. God, you're so bored. I think I'm going to go with Harriman instead. Because I literally only needed to access this part of the royal palace, I think.
All right.
Yeah, well, see? I needed to access this part of the palace. That's the only thing I needed. Hello? Anybody home? No, no one here. There's a letter from Rika. My dearest Prince Balon, you are too kind to me. I am a small and insignificant thing and I do not deserve your attention, but your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will cherish it always and I promise I will wear it at our next wedding. Meeting, sorry. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted servant. Yours truly. Ah. Oh, how sweet. Hi.
And I'm off.
Hi.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent.
Oh, damn.
It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Oh, nasty. Exotic methods. An herbalist in the royal palace gave a recipe for a dwarven regicide antidote to cure a poisoned noble. Yeah, don't. Master herbalism, okay. Oh, we've got most of them. This is fine. Requires master. That's just. I think this is fine. Yes. Oh, hi. Oh, there's actual men here. Nice bodyguard down there. Not very good.
Trust me and you shall pay!
There's Sten, not doing any damage whatsoever.
Run while you can!
What? We stripped him naked. Quest updated. It's time to claim your reward.
Yes.
What? No! What are you doing? See? This is the only reason I wanted to have access to this place. The one and only. And that's it. How do I get out of here? Move. So, can I speak to Harrow? We can't change now, I'm afraid. Okay, do you know what, guys? Let's go back to camp.
News of the hour.
And we're finally at camp. We're out of that stony place. Let's give some people some nice gifts. We got them while we were there.
Oh, how dear of you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know some people actually really like Liliana. She's not my first pick. I never really liked Liliana. In the Origins, at least, because in Inquisition, she's awesome, but in the Dragon Age Origins, she's just like, meh. Then again, I never did try a romance with her, so that could be why. Right. Maybe.
I'm to keep this, am I?
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Oregon, that's what I got you, baby.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly. I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly.
Don't be ridiculous, Oregon. Okay. Be quiet. Oh, no, I'm moving. Okay guys, so we're going to stop here, and like I said earlier, we're going to make it into a two-part one. Part 1 of ORZAMMAR, and then next week it's going to be a part 2 of ORZAMMAR, just because just because this part of the game is really long. Thank you for coming again. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment and a subscribe. That would really mean a lot to me. So thank you in advance, and see you in the next part. Bye!